Yo, Geno, are you going to serious business next year?
You know what, Corey? Absolutely. It's January 16th through the 18th in New Orleans. I wouldn't miss it.
Geno, you've been to quite a few of these. What keeps bringing you back?
You know what, honestly, it's not just the education, it's the whole experience. General sessions at the classic Sanger Theater, breakouts at the Roosevelt Hotel, it's on a different level.
And who would you say it's for?
Oh man, it's for salon and spa owners who want to get serious about their business themselves, not just strategy, their personal stuff, mindset, wellness, work-life balance. It's the whole picture.
That sounds like way more than a conference.
It's way more. You leave with real action items, and you leave energized every single time.
All right, for real, I'm in. How do I get tickets?
Well, it's super easy. You just go to seriousbusiness.net. You grab your spot before it fills up.
So it's seriousbusiness.net. You will see Geno and I in New Orleans, January 16th through the 18th. See you then. Hey, welcome to your day off. My name is Corey, and I'm sitting here with my buddy Geno Chapman. What's up, Geno?
What's going on?
Hey, all that noise that you hear in the background, that is ABS Chicago. We are live at ABS Chicago. Huge shout out to Frank for bringing us in, and of course our buddy Megan, who has just been absolutely remarkable with helping us arrange all this and helping us get here and setting us up. In the years past, we've been in a media room, but this year we're lucky enough to be in the lobby of the classroom section here. So you will hear some background noise, but I love background noise because it means that it's happening.
Oh, you should see the amount of creativity, amount of people, and the amount of fun that is happening here that we get to do the podcast, and we get to see all the energies walking by at the same time.
I love it.
I mean, come on, you love it.
Exactly. It changes the podcast because when there's so much energy in the room, it's very infectious.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. And also, we like to say a big shout out and big for one of our big sponsors, Serious Business. If you have not been to Serious Business, it is what we say in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You know, come down. It is in January 16th, 18th, 2027. Corey and I both have been in attendance Serious Business before. We talk about it's like the hair show without the hair.
Yeah, exactly.
A festival without, well, there's music.
Well, I mean, it's Tatum.
Yeah, there's music, there's madness.
There's madness.
But if you have not attended, we absolutely say attend because, again, we're talking about that. It is something that when you walk in, you didn't know you needed.
Yeah.
And then when you walk out, you're like, your cup is filled, even though you thought your cup was filled already.
Yeah, it's like it's a different cup that's filled.
Yeah,
like
absolutely. That's secondary. Your solo cup. It's the ride or die
solo cup.
Yeah. So, so big shout out to Serious Business again for sponsoring this podcast, sponsoring this weekend. And again, without ABS also, it's like, this is day 2. We're here in day 2 and the energy just gets better and better.
It's getting better and it's just going to increase throughout the weekend.
Well, and then also super stoked, super excited. I'm not going to introduce who we have next, but I'm super excited because of what we get to talk about and everything that we get to learn.
Palm Springs, I think.
Palm Springs.
We're talking a little bit about Palm Springs.
Yeah,
I've never been there, so you guys are going to
tanning lotion. How do
tanning lotion?
Tanning, yeah. No tan lines.
No tan lines. Well,
no tan lines.
Got to be a bottom, I guess. Hey, welcome to the podcast. Actually, someone that I've wanted to get on for a couple, not someone, but someones, as in a plural, that we wanted to get on the podcast for a few years. And, I believe that these things happen when they're supposed to happen. And this is the time that it's supposed to happen. Yeah. So please welcome Mr. Ted Gibson and it's Backe. Jason.
Like hockey.
Yeah.
Or Bukaki. Jason. Jason. Oh my God. Jason
Backe. At a party.
Guys, welcome, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Can we get back to bottoming? I think that is not my specialty, but I do like a bossy bottom.
Oh, bossy. Have you guys been to Serious Business?
Why am I sweating?
Yeah.
You just got here.
Okay.
What's up?
This is what happens when you're in Chicago.
Yeah. A lot happens when you're in Chicago. Ted, how did you, where are you from originally?
Originally from Texas.
I see.
This is a hat that I've had since I was about 14 years old.
Is that real? That's real.
It is.
Wow.
Something.
And it's giving me Woody vibes. I'm not going to lie.
Is it giving you Woody? That's great because this is exactly what I want.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what part of Texas?
A little town called Killeen, Texas, which is a little bit, in the middle. They call it Central Texas. It's about an hour from Austin, which used to be an hour. Now it's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Because of traffic?
Yes, because Austin has grown so.
Oh, yeah.
big.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were just down there. Do you get down there often?
You know, I try to get once a year or so.
Dude, one of my favorite restaurants ever is
Is
down
it?
there.
Which one?
Loro Eats.
Oh,
Loro.
of
In
course.
Killeen?
No,
No, it's in Austin.
not in
Oh, in
Austin.
Austin.
Not in Killeen. Yeah, no Killeen in my future. But definitely Austin in
I
my
was like,
future.
wow, your favorite restaurant's in Killeen.
No, I love Laurel.
Laurel's great.
It's whenever someone's going to Austin, I'm like, you've got to go to Laurel.
It's been there
Okay.
forever.
I think you've said that about 4 or 5 times already. Like
Because I
whoever,
love it.
whoever was from Austin we met, you're like, you have to go to this place.
Yeah, it's so good. You know what it is? It's that it's a collaboration between two what are they called? Michelin
Stars.
Michelin star chefs. But the food is outstanding, but it's super reasonable.
Okay.
You know, like 4 of us ate for like $80 and we had a bunch of food left on the table, you know, and you're like, and you know when you bite and you go, oh shit, what's this bite gonna cost me?
Yeah.
You know when that
Yeah.
that goes through you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Each bite does, and then you're like, oh, that wasn't bad. That was all right.
Hey.
You know? It's like picnic table prices. And Mr. Backe, where you from?
Minnesota, northern Minnesota, by Duluth, a small town called Cloquet. He says his town is small, but his town is like 150,000. My town is small, like 9,000.
Like
Whoa.
1,000.
Yeah.
Really?
That's like a village.
Yeah. We have our own
Yeah.
post office, and we have, well, now there's a lot more, and I think there's like 12,000 people there now. It's booming.
I feel like Minnesota in general, just from being there for many, many years, like the whole of Minnesota has grown so much.
yeah,
And
for
so many
sure.
people have moved into Minnesota in different parts.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful state.
Well, what's
That's a
Cloquet,
stunning-
Cloquet famous for, though?
Oh, yeah.
Two
Croquettes?
things. The world's only Frank Lloyd Wright designed gas station.
There you go.
No
is in
way.
Cloquet, Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jessica Lange.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How did Frank Lloyd Wright end up in with the gas station?
Well, he actually designed a lot of homes in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a handful of homes in Minnesota. I think there's more in like Illinois and, you know, but yeah, I don't know how specifically, but
So someone must have known him and said, hey, like, we're developing this gas station.
I guess, I don't know.
Can you imagine that
Yeah.
pitch? Hey, Frank, I got something to talk to you about.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I've got this idea.
Yeah.
It's probably a chick, though. A chick he was, banging up there and decided that he
You know what?
You know what I mean?
1000%.
Everything goes through the bottle.
always
I
does.
mean-
It always does that.
Yeah.
Having said, that's the reason why women get their hair done.
Yeah.
That's the reason why men get their hair done is because why? They want to get fucked.
That's truth. Truth. And I'm going to do my hair right after this. I'm going to do your hair. I'm going to do your hair.
I was going to ask you, Gina, how's your hair doing?
Yeah. Well, apparently,
Now I'm sweating.
Yeah, apparently I'm not getting laid. So.
Maybe, I was like, maybe let me get it done.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Jason, how'd you find the hair industry?
I went to college for a couple years, and then I traveled for a couple years, and I ended up in Minneapolis, and I just wasn't interested in going to school anymore.
Mhm.
And so I was partying a lot and going to raves and met some cool people. And one of the guys was a hairdresser, and he was like, you should go to beauty school. He worked at Curl Up and Dye.
Exactly know where that's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh, absolutely.
In Minneapolis?
Yeah.
And the day that it was the Horst Education Center then, which is
Mhm.
now Aveda Institute.
Yeah.
But the day that I walked in, I was like, these are my people. This is where I want to be. It's also the first time that I felt like a teacher saw something in me, versus,
Mhm.
that I was like encouraged to, like, I just felt smart and like I was good at something.
Yeah, and it goes back to just people want to be seen.
People just want to be seen.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
we talked about it earlier. From my experience, it's the single fundamental thing that humans need from each other is just to see each other. I mean, like, I can speak certainly with my relationship with my wife. Like, our relationship changed when we started to see each other and not be with each other.
Ah.
And it's profound.
And how long ago was that?
How long ago did it change happen? Or how long we've been together?
How long did it take?
Well, I married my high school sweetheart.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So, we were like 18 when we started dating, but I think the click started because it doesn't happen in a second, right?
Yeah.
But the click started happening about our mid 30s. But we had to go through a lot of stuff, like when you date your 17-year-old, you fight like you're 17. Like I never dated I never dated a Ted at 26, and like you're not going to talk to me that way. You're not going to treat me that way. We had to kind of go through that. And it was both of us. It wasn't just one of us, you know? So we had to kind of work through that. And then at about 35, we were just like, well, where's the value in this? Where's the value in fighting? Where's the value in being ugly to each other?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, and luckily, I mean, I think at that point, that's when a lot of relationships break up. But, you know, by Sunday Jesus, we made it through and better than ever, you know.
Awesome.
It's really good.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
because you guys been together for how long now?
Our first date anniversary is in August, and it's 32 years.
Wow.
And our first wedding anniversary is in May, and that's 30 years.
Wow.
Because we had 2 weddings.
And so what's your secrets then?
Well, like you had a real wedding and then you had an illegal wedding? Like
Yeah.
one of those?
Yeah, our illegal wedding was first, but that was also the real wedding. And then we had a
Oh, yeah. Then you had a paper wedding.
then we had a paper wedding,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was also
yeah.
awesome. It ended up being a way bigger wedding than we
and I
thought.
always say it's, you know, the first one was for love and the second one's for money.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. So, Ted, how'd you find the hair industry?
Well, you know what? I think the beauty industry found me.
Uh-huh.
And why I say that is because I was a high school athlete. I was supposed to play for the Dallas Cowboys. That was my trajectory of being a Texan. And we,
Why the shade on the Oilers?
why the shade on the Oilers? What Oilers?
Yeah.
They're not even a team anymore.
Well, they were when you were a child, Ted.
Hence, they're not. So there you go. No, I just.
I don't know sports ball, so
Yeah,
He's like all those jokes are like,
I'm just nodding and smiling.
Yeah.
He's like, you said oil?
Kanye.
That was a Kanye.
Oh, it wasn't Kanye. It was Diddy. Sorry.
Diddy, yeah.
Sorry. You know,
Well,
kind of
well,
one of the
I would've
same.
liked-
go with Kanye.
Yeah.
Somehow that's a better thing.
Somehow.
They did go to the same podcast. Anyway, I found the hair industry because a good friend of mine was a hairdresser. And he had great clothes and a great car and a fantastic
Like a drug
home.
dealer.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
And it was in Austin, Texas, and I would go to the salon, which was called Zan and Friends. That was the name of
VAN?
ZAN.
Zan and Friends.
And Zan and Friends. And you would walk in and you would see all of these hot people wearing Wranglers and cowboy hats and cowboy boots, starched jeans. And it was just the hottest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And I
Sounds
said,
hot.
it was really hot. And I said,
Wow.
oh, I want to be a part of this.
I get
Next thing I knew, I told my friend one New Year's Eve, I said, I thought about being a hairdresser. And he said, oh my God, you'd be great at it. Went to school, and as Jason was talking about how he felt when he saw his people, it was the same thing, like I tingled all the way from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. I knew that I was in the right
Were you
place.
sure your Wranglers weren't on too tight?
No. Oh, I don't want to say that. But I won't. I have so many things. But yeah, that's how I found the industry, and I fell in love with it immediately. But you know, I was always one of those people that knew exactly what I wanted at those moments, and I just went for it. And I wasn't letting really anyone get in the way.
Yeah.
You know, I knew that it was important for me to work at the salon because I knew the woman who owned the salon had something that I needed. And what she taught me was a great shampoo. She taught me how to cut hair. She taught me how to be of service, how to really take care of the client when they're in the salon. At that time, she was the most expensive haircut in Austin, Texas. And she was just phenomenal. She is just phenomenal.
She's still here today.
Yes, she doesn't do hair anymore.
Yeah.
She's 80, but she still is like a coach for me.
Oh, nice.
Because
That's
she's
so awesome.
not only just about cutting hair and coloring hair, because I believe that we as beauty professionals really need to understand that it's more than just that.
Right.
That's one of the things that
You know?
the first salon that I worked at out of beauty school was called John English in Minneapolis. And John, they were very specific about the way you cut hair, the way that we had to wear a jacket every day at work. Like, it was really a beautiful place, and they had a good education program. And one day we were in the break room and John said something just off the cuff where he was like, people don't go to 40-year-old hairdressers. And yeah.
Can we turn this conversation to investment? Because I think I'm over. Really?
Yeah. And it just triggered something in me to like pay attention to people that are successful in our business, that are doing things beyond only being behind the chair, because those are the people whose careers seem to last longer and who are more connected and are building things. And so, yeah, it just stuck with me. And I think that's a big reason why I aligned with manufacturers and why Ted and I have built our own artistic teams
Yes.
and built our own businesses and things like that, because we want people to be successful and have long careers, and we want to create opportunities for people, and we want to help people be better, and we want to take the things that we've learned and share it with other people.
Yeah. It was John English, the one that was downtown on the second floor.
Yes.
Yes. I remember that salon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Geno, Mr. Google Maps over here.
Oh, I just know Minneapolis extremely well.
Clearly.
Extremely well. So, yeah.
Well, John was he was with Horst in the very, very beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So when Horst had the school that was in the mansion
Mhm.
before they moved it over to the big,
Yeah, the Masonic Temple.
Masonic
Yeah.
Temple. Yeah. So John was a part of that in the very, very, very beginning.
Loading up the car and doing trade shows
Yeah,
together.
he was probably working with Hansi.
To Beverly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, back in the day.
And Ted, are you from the Aveda world as well?
I am.
He was my teacher in beauty school.
Yeah.
Stop it. Whoa, is that where you met?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You whore.
Yeah.
What, isn't there a law about fraternization
So
or something?
It's called Hot for Teacher.
Wait, so you
he
said
groomed me.
you said when you walked
you were
into-
groomed.
I was
Yeah.
groomed.
Did he see something in you? Is this what this was like really about?
Maybe.
Yeah, I did. You know, as the story goes,
Oh.
Jason, the program that I taught was in the middle of the program, so it's like 8 or 9 months, and the middle of the program, I would see him walking in the halls, and at that time we were complete. I mean, we are complete. He's white, I'm black, right?
Oh, really?
But yes,
Hey.
but Jason was like this.
I was as club
freak.
kid as
He
you
was
could
so-
be in
such a
Minneapolis.
freak, you know. He wore wide leg pants and had his hair was dyed red.
Oh, like a little
Weird.
raver kid.
Yes,
Total
he
raver.
Yeah,
was
total
complete
raver.
opposite of me. Where
Yeah.
I was a bodybuilder and I wore clogs and had a gallon of water with me every single
Right.
second.
Yeah.
You know, I was that person. I was that person. So I knew, and I would see him. I'm like, who's that freak? So by the time he got to my class, he walked out of my class twice because I told them an assignment that they needed to do, and he didn't really want to do it. And I thought it was really funny. I'm like, who the fuck thinks that they can walk out on
The
tape?
reason that I,
Yeah.
the reason that I didn't want to do it though is because he was being like a hypocrite.
I
Because he
wasn't
was
being a
saying
hypocrite.
Oh, this
hair
is
is
it.
hair,
Yeah.
texture is texture. It's either straight, it's curly. It doesn't matter the color of the skin, the whole
True.
thing, which is true.
True.
And he wanted us all to bring in a model for this project.
Relaxer.
And it had to be a black woman.
Yes.
And I was like, well, if hair is hair and skin color doesn't matter and texture is texture, why does it have to be a black woman? Why can't it just be someone with really curly hair?
Well, I'm glad you remember the story.
And that's when I walked out, when he was like, because I said so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you,
I'm
Wait, was this a
And I
weird way of
fell in
flirting?
love.
Was this a
I mean, in hindsight, it was
Yes.
daddy talk.
Yeah.
Daddy. Hey,
Yeah.
daddy.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Yeah, yeah.
It was foreplay first.
Yeah.
And I took the bait.
Yeah, yeah.
I do have a serious question.
Mm.
Not a serious question, nothing serious.
Like-
But like, you guys have been together forever, right? So why the branding around the Ted Gibson name, and why not like?
That's a great story. So we decided when Ted got famous for doing Angelina Jolie's hair, like that was the moment that like everything sort of changed for us, because Ted was in Vogue, Ted was in Marie Claire, Ted was like, and they were interviewing him as a hairdresser. You know, he wasn't doing the cover of Vogue, but Vogue wanted to talk to him about being a hairdresser, you know? So it was like
yeah.
a different kind of notoriety.
Was it like trend alerts and different?
Yeah.
And they did
All
a
that.
whole full page story on it.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And so we decided with that, I was working at Aveda and I applied for a job at Aveda on West Broadway to be a creative director, and I didn't get it. And I totally, I was really put off by not getting the job. And I decided that I wanted to quit and go someplace else. And so I interviewed with Nick and Rodney when they had their place. I think they
Yeah.
still had their place together
Yeah.
then.
What was it? What was that address?
But anyway, we decided to open our own salon. And so we hired a PR company, Berman Communications, which was still is a really well-known beauty PR firm, but they were well-known for taking small brands and getting them noticed. So we're in this high-rise building in Midtown Manhattan with the glass windows and the glass conference table. And Nancy's the owner. She's like, "So what's the name?" We had all of these tears from magazines to give her the vibe.
Yeah.
And we were really excited. We're like, "It's called Fame." And our tagline is "Everybody wants it."
Oh.
And she was like, "Fame?" And we're like, "Yeah, fame." And she sat back and then she slammed her hand on the coffee table and or conference table and said, "That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Call it Ted Gibson." She said, "Frederick Fekkai isn't called Fame. John Sahag isn't called Fame." And I looked at Ted and Ted looked at me and I was like,
Yeah, like Ted
So-
Gibson it is.
"Now it's Ted Gibson."
Yeah.
Ted Gibson it is.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Not wrong.
Yeah,
Not wrong.
she's
But
not
I
wrong.
do like what you that tagline too. Fame, everybody wants it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it
Well, and
still
it's
should
funny,
be
it's like-
somewhere in there.
25 years later, we had Starring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
was like kind
Like-
of the same, but
Yeah,
Kinda
better,
the
you
same.
know?
yeah, Fame. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Your next line is definitely going to be called Fame. Everybody.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's going to be the dildo line.
Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
If every housewife that I know, every housewife that I know is coming out with one, so why not?
Yeah,
True.
that.
Sex toys for everybody. You get a sex toy. You get a-
Diversify.
Oh, Miss
Oops.
Oprah.
Oh, oops. Seeing you do that gesture like you were throwing dildos made me think of when ICE was in Minneapolis. And there was
Oh,
a group
yes.
of protesters, like when they're pulling into their headquarters, they would throw
But-
dildos at the
yeah.
cars.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
That's wild.
This is why we love Minnesota.
That's why we love Minnesota.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
to take it back a little bit,
Yeah.
he was your instructor in Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's
And
a
then
long run.
At the Horst Education Center.
Wait, and so
Fashion
when was the
Beauty Wellness
connection made? Because you
Well, how'd
already,
you get
already
there?
pissed him off.
No. Well, how'd you get to Minnesota?
I moved from. Well,
Zan was a
she was a
Nevada
concept-
salon
She was
owner.
a concept salon.
Oh, got
she
it.
was in
So you were
the-
part
she
of the
was-
concept,
she was
the
in the concept.
the
And-
community.
And we went to Minneapolis twice in 1 year. And I said, this was the place I need to be.
Really?
Yeah.
All the other black folk, I imagine.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
knew that there was something there. Like I knew
So
that-
there's Kirby Puckett, Prince, and Ted Gibson.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
It's an old Chris Rock show.
Kirby.
I just recalled Chris Rock.
I'm just glad you didn't say Tiger Woods.
Tiger Wood, though.
And he had
And he has.
to go to Switzerland to
Four
take
times.
care of it. Oh my God. Where the fuck am
Welcome to Cancel Radio.
I mean, yeah,
my
but
gosh.
I moved from Texas to Minneapolis because I wanted to be famous, and I knew.
Everybody wants to.
But remember when you would go to a hair show and you would see these people up on stage and you'd be like, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do that. And I remember doing that in Killeen, Texas, when I was in school learning how to be a barber because I went to barber school first.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. And moving to Minneapolis was on the journey of that fame that I was looking for and wanted. And when
I mean, most people go to LA or New York, but you chose Minneapolis.
I didn't know. You know what
Yeah,
I
at
mean?
this
Like
point.
I didn't know. But I remember in barber school, saying that I'm going to work on stars someday. But I didn't know what that meant. Had no idea.
You just put it
But
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minneapolis was the place where, if you think about the early '90s, from like
Janet Jackson was recording there.
I mean, everything.
Well, Prince
was
brought a
this
lot of that.
thing.
Yeah, Prince brought a lot of
There was
that.
this thing. I mean, that Aveda had that was different than any other manufacturer.
Yeah.
Sebastian, Redken, Matrix, any of those brands were great brands. But here it is, Horst Rechelbacher, where you could see a woman that was part of the Aveda network. She was very specific. She
That
had a
matte
red
red
lip
lip.
on. She had all black on. She was extremely stylish. Her hair was on point. I mean, all of these
And the
things.
smell.
And the
And
fragrance.
the smell.
fragrance,
And the
yeah.
fragrance.
Would hit you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know exactly. And I'm like, this is where I need to be. So I moved to Minneapolis. But let me just tell you something. I did not have a cosmetology license. I had a barber's license. So I had to move, after moving to Minneapolis, there for 3 months, I had to move to Marietta, Georgia
Because you got a
for
job
90
answering phones
days.
at the
I
front
was
desk
answering phones at the front
at the
desk.
beauty school.
Yes. I moved to Minneapolis, or moved to Atlanta, Georgia, Marietta, to switch my barber's license to a cosmetology license. And see, and these are the things that I think that people really don't know about people who become famous or that have some kind of notoriety. The things that they give up in order to be successful.
Let me ask.
And you have that, Jason.
Yeah.
We all have had that. But people don't understand, just by looking at people, the trials and tribulations and the struggles that it goes in maintaining a successful career.
Here's the timeline I'm hearing. So we get to Texas to Minneapolis, seeking fame,
Yes.
and then back to Atlanta, Georgia to answer phones. Like, what kind of ego check was that, or what kind of conversations were you having with?
I wouldn't necessarily say an ego check, but I was extremely frustrated because I had to go through this process where I had been a hairdresser a couple of years, but I had to switch my license. And it's one of those things where, Corey, you think about any time in your life, right, that there's something that you want so freaking bad that you will go to any steps necessary to have it. Because you know that what's going to do for you is going to be the key. And that's exactly what it was. So it was worth, I could have given up.
Sure.
So you can see the big, you saw the big picture.
Absolutely. Even though I was frustrated, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I get to Marietta, Georgia, and then I go to this guy's house and I knock on his door and say, "Hi, I'm ready to rent the room." And he's like, "Oh, you're black." I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
I'm black.
So are my parents.
But luckily he let me stay there for a week.
So that was a real thing.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah.
Wow.
He didn't want me to stay in his room because I was black.
And this was not in 1950.
No, this was in 1992, 91. So he let me stay there for a week or 2 weeks, which was great. But on the wall were Confederate flags and David Duke. So again, when I know that there's something that is important for me to have in my life, nobody's going to get in the way with that. When it's God-given for me, nobody can take that away.
Not even a pair of baggy pants in Minneapolis.
Not even a baggy. Well, he didn't take it. I gave it.
I stand corrected.
There you go.
I'm just going to shut my mouth about taking it.
What did I say about a nut earlier? So yeah. So
Well, we just saw
great.
this. I think it was a reel or something where Lionel Richie was talking about success, and he was like, people only see the peaks, and it looks like you're jumping from one success to the next success to the next success, but they don't see these valleys in between.
Well, most people think success is linear.
Sure.
It does this, but it's like actually like this.
It's like the
And
stock,
then,
It's like the stock market, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why I
100%.
talk about it, because people could look at choices that we've made and be like, oh, they failed, or they could have done that better or different or whatever. But what they don't see is like all of the decision-making process to get to that point, to decide to close the salon on Fifth Avenue, to decide to move to LA, to decide to leave LA and go to Palm. So like, there's a lot of work and things that go into that around it that people don't see or understand, So like, I like to talk about, we left New York rich. We moved to LA. We gambled. We don't gamble in Vegas. We gamble on an idea. And we bet the farm on LA, and we learned a lot.
Right. Right.
But it didn't make us rich. It made us not rich, but it was a enriching period.
Right. I heard a quote that says you either fail or learn. You choose.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And no one's immune. Hello.
Yeah.
I just want to tell everyone, hello, are you listening? No one is immune to it.
Yep.
No.
Regardless of how much money you have, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of what part of the country you live in, no one is immune to it.
Absolutely.
It can all change
overnight.
What they said is, as long as you just keep getting back up.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
And you know what? Through the whole time, I'm always happy.
Yes.
There's times when I've been really frustrated and not loving what I'm doing, but I'm still a happy guy.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know what that tangent was, but I hope it was enjoyable.
I think that's it. It's like, but to me, that would be why it's not a failure.
Yeah.
Because you can still walk through it, and you can still live your life, and you can still be a happy person.
And you're still here at the ABS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
showing up and you're on the show.
Totally.
And
Talking
I
to us,
related to actors, like because I've been in a celebrity hairdresser for such a long period of time, and I related to actors. And when you think about an actor who, for instance, if you watch The Pit, right, because The Pit is really hot.
Well, hold on. I have not watched the last one. If you do a spoiler,
No, I'm not
I'm
going to talk
coming
about
off the
that. No,
couch.
I'm going to talk about not Noah Wiley, just him himself. And the reason why I bring him up is because, look, here it was, this hugely successful career years ago, right? And then you don't hear from him
As Dr. Carter?
forever. Yeah. You don't hear from him forever, right? And then he comes out with this show, and his skyrocket of fame has skyrocketed again.
And everyone around him.
And everyone around him.
Yeah.
The people that aren't known, the people that are known. It's just, that's what life is about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's about. We just keep going and we keep getting up. We just keep getting up.
That's awesome. What year did you guys open the salon in DC?
Oh, geez.
DC was 2008.
2008.
Because Obama.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And the Housewives of DC.
That's right.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Forgot about
This is the
DC.
seventh housewife. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gay bestie.
It worked. I tell you, the salon was incredible. The
Yeah.
salon, it was a license, so we licensed the name. But we had all involvement in
Whoa,
training.
no, so we got to go backwards.
Okay.
All right, so
Well, it wasn't technically a license, but they were paying us to hire and train and brand.
No, but then the name, they licensed the name.
Yeah, they licensed
Yeah,
the name. Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
so how does that deal work for you guys, and how does it work for them?
Great.
It was
It
great.
was great until
Until
they
it-
thought that they didn't need Ted Gibson anymore.
and
and then it
stiffed us for
closed.
30 grand.
There you go.
But up
And
until then, it
closed.
was great.
Yeah, it was.
And it was really fun because it was all of the fun stuff about having a salon, the like meeting people, hiring people, training people, getting them to be great without any financial risk.
Oh, right.
They
Nice.
trusted us to come in, and it was a 17,000 square foot Georgette Klinger salon and spa that had
Wow.
one spa tech and one hairdresser.
Yep.
And we
Took it from nothing.
took it from nothing to like 165 grand a year in months. Like,
Wow.
really fast. I mean, and the Housewives and What Not to Wear and all of that was happening at the same time. So that was a really big part of the fuel. But it was the most the most fun thing was taking someone who was like a $30 hair cutter that was really good, but never thought that she could have the
more.
opportunity or have more.
Yeah.
And turn her into a $150 hair cutter with just a little finessing,
Fine tuning. Yeah.
fine tuning,
And do you think that being worthy of the $150 haircut was that? Did you train them in like how to see themselves differently to be
All
able
of
to
it.
charge that, or
Absolutely.
the actual skill as well?
All
Or
of
both?
I think
Yeah.
both. But I do think that if there's something about you already, and that's a specialty I'll say that Jason and I have, if there's something about you already, I think teaching you how to cut and color hair is easy.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that already, then that's not going to be fun.
At a certain point, it's not really about how we cut and color hair. It's about how we make them feel when they're there. And it's
Mhm.
about the way that we present ourselves. And if you don't have that je ne sais quoi about yourself, it's something that you can't teach.
Yeah.
It's like watching Idol or one of those shows where there's certain people that just have these qualities.
Yes.
The it.
Yeah.
And it's the
Yeah, the
same
it.
thing in our
Yeah.
business. You
Yeah.
know, like the people that have it don't even need to be a good hair cutter because people just want to be around them.
Yeah. They just gravitate towards them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that thing, like we've all worked with hairdressers who are adequate,
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
but are, to use your guys' word, stars.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know a lot of celebrity hairdressers that are that way.
This one right here.
Yeah. Adequate. He's adequate. That's what she said. That's what she said.
And I think I was about celebrity because it's been the point of my business, but I did not want to be a celebrity hairdresser. I was a fashion hairdresser. I lived in New York City. I did shows around the world.
Wait a sec. When you were in barber school, you said, I'm going to do famous people.
Yeah, but I didn't know what that meant. Honestly, I had no idea.
Well, you can't back off of that thought now, Ted.
I'm not backing off. I'm just clarifying.
I got you.
Just clarifying. So as
Bag your pants.
as I decided that I wanted to be a celebrity hairdresser, because if you were a celebrity hairdresser, you lived in Los Angeles and you weren't very good.
Because at the time, the
Mhm.
New York session hairdresser
Yeah.
attitude was
We
we're
created
the
trend,
best.
and we
Yeah.
created the trend.
And if you're not in New York,
Or Paris,
it's
Or
because you're
Milan,
not good enough to
because
be
you're
there.
not good enough
Yeah.
to be there.
And
Yeah.
back then, like if you remember back to like the Oscars in like the late 80s, early 90s, it was prom hair. It was like
Yes, it
salon
was.
hair, and the
Dookie
clothes
curls.
Yeah.
were,
Yeah.
and the clothes were not fashion. It was like bridal
Yes.
party, you know, and everything started to shift when we got used to seeing supermodels, and then brands started recognizing, oh, the consumer likes when a familiar face
Mhm.
is selling them that lip gloss or that whatever it is, and then that led to celebrities starting to.
And celebrities are more interesting. They had stories to tell.
It's
Yeah.
stories.
They had something to promote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a movie or a television show or something they had to
Yeah.
promote.
So absolutely.
And models didn't really have that. So it shifted. And in the business, we did not want to be a celebrity hairdresser. And if you did, then you weren't necessarily thought of that well. But I remember the moment that it happened that I decided to do that is because I was doing a lot of editorial, international publications, and I was doing a cover with Marie Claire. And the fashion director came to me and she said, Ted, I have this opportunity and I think you should do it. And I said, what? She goes, it's a celebrity. I said, I don't want to do it. She goes, no, you'll be really good for you. She said, Marie Claire is shooting in the morning, Cosmo is shooting in the afternoon, and guess what? Patrick Marchillier is shooting it. You've worked with
In
Patrick
London.
before. In London, you should do it. And I said, I don't really want to do it. And then she said, well, it's Angelina Jolie. And I said, I still really don't want to do it. Because if you remember, she was that weird chick that had blood around her neck, just kissed her brother at the Globes.
Oh yes.
And you know what I mean? It was just weird.
And was
Yeah.
married to Billy
And
Bob.
married to Billy Bob. But at that time, she was.
And you
that
know
was
what?
changing.
He'd fuck you up if you messed her up
Listen,
too.
you know he would.
Was he with her at that time?
Yes,
Oh,
they were,
okay.
and they
They'd
had
just
just
broken up
broken up when I went to London.
Tomb
Yeah,
Raider
that-
time.
It was
Oh,
Tomb
Tomb
Raider.
Raider.
Oh, we have a tie-in
It was Tomb Raider.
Oh, you do?
to Tomb Raider. We were just in Cambodia and we went to the Tomb
Oh,
Raider
did you
temple
really?
there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, with
really?
The Angkor Wat, where she
Shut
filmed.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
Tape Prom.
Oh, it was Tape Prom.
Yeah, she filmed at Tape Prom.
Oh, it was Tape Prom. That's right.
Have you been?
No, I've never been
First-
to
okay.
Cambodia.
Oh.
Everyone hates us because we bring it up all the time. They are the most
You're like
beautiful.
one of those kids that studied abroad in college. Like
Yeah.
you bring it, yeah, like
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, first off, you know Rit, our friend Rit.
Yes, of
yeah, he's
course.
Cambodian,
That's
right?
right. I
Yeah.
forgot he is
He's Cambodian. Can I tell you something that I learned there?
Wow.
And only us and Rit's going to care. So I'm there and I'm learning about the history and I'm learning about the culture. You know, they had a genocide in the 1970s, you know, real
Yes.
serious shit, right?
Yes.
So I'm reading all the history, and the family that was pushed out was the Lon family.
Shut up.
So Rit's uncle was the president of the country, and the
Oh,
reason
my
that they got out of the country was because no doubt Rit would have been executed.
wow.
When he was there.
And
And
I just got goosebumps
Right,
everywhere.
and I've known Rit for, like we talked about, I've known Rit for 30 years, and even if he told me, it wouldn't have registered.
Yeah.
But to actually read his name, like on the papers, are like, oh, isn't that wild?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild. So that's I can confidently say that's why they got immigration pass into the country. Was to escape their own genocide as a family. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
Like we'd have never known Rit.
And she was so, I mean, that was her mission. Cambodia was really her mission.
Yeah. So we,
You know,
Yeah.
Maddox was from Cambodia.
yeah.
Her
Yes.
first child.
Yeah, the first. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, when we were there, I think I think she lives in Siem Reap.
Oh, could be.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
lived
yeah.
like right up to
Could be.
where we were at.
Yeah.
Could
Right,
be.
right in Siem Reap. It's a wonderful, wonderful culture.
Because there's a couple
Beautiful
restaurants we
people.
went to, and they said, "Oh yeah, sometimes Angelina just comes and like sits down and like
Oh,
and eats
wow.
right there." So
Wow.
I know she's like in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
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 That's actually a really good example of like when a client moves on to somebody else.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like in our business, it happens all the time where who knows why she doesn't come to me anymore, why she's not
Right.
on my book. I don't know if I did something. I don't know if she hated her hair. I don't know if she was at a party and met somebody else, but we've all experienced it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it happens at every level.
Mhm.
You know, like when it was on with her, it was on, and then when it was over, it was just over.
That's just
It's done.
Yeah. And like,
And I always tell people, listen, if you have a client that you see every 6 weeks, you need to treat her like this is the first time you've seen her.
Yep.
Because she's a different person. And you don't know what she's been through in that last 6 weeks. You don't know what has happened. And generally, it's not because something that you did that she moved on. It's just because she has a new life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so I mean,
Absolutely.
you two straight boys, you know that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I ain't gotta tell you.
Well, me more than him. He's married. He's been married.
So much to say.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I think that's a really good lesson, because I think so often in life, with everything that we do, and certainly we get to experience it more often than like breakups. You know,
Yeah.
we get to respond, we get to experience it, unfortunately or fortunately.
Sure.
You know, more than most. But I think it's a really good point that, like, you know, life happens and it doesn't. You don't have to
does.
own that energy, and you
Yeah.
don't have to live in that energy.
Yeah.
You know, do you ever? I know I've experienced this a handful of times in my career. Like when you know the end of when an end of a relationship is coming, it
Yes.
hasn't happened yet, but you're like,
Oh,
Yeah.
and then I never know, kind of like, do you fight for this day or do you just let it go? Like you're always like you can feel it and you know that it's happening, and then I guess it depends on who the person is, because some people you're like, hasta la vista,
Yeah.
and then other ones like, I'm really gonna miss that one.
Yeah.
You know, I experienced a lot of that, certainly through COVID, because people just after coming back, they just didn't come back. You know,
I had Ted and I built a clientele in New York City over 20 years of women who did not care how much money they spent. They just wanted to be with me and Ted.
Yeah.
And so even when we moved to LA, we would fly back to New York every month to do a day of clients. And it was amazing. You know, I was charging $450 every 30 minutes that I was painting hair, and Ted was charging $2,400 for a haircut. So if we had 6 women in a day,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
it was a fun day, you know?
Yeah.
And these women, I knew from like when she turned 50 to when she turned 75, or when they had their first kid and then they got divorced and then they got remarried, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always just thought of them as clients. And then when it was over, because COVID killed it, I was like, oh my God, I have to reframe what I think about my clients, because I knew these women in a way that nobody else knew them. And they knew things about me that nobody else knew.
Yeah.
Ted.
And I know a lot about Ted.
So do I after this.
And it was almost like mourning, you know, when it was over, because and it really helped me. So now I have two things, because I rarely become friends with my clients socially. You know, like I rarely our social lives don't really overlap.
Yeah. Just a lot of friendship and professionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I had to create a new category after that of like client friends, because they're more than just someone who has been in my chair 3 or 4 times. Like that's a client.
Yeah.
But when they cross that line where there's like an intimacy that's different,
Yeah.
when we have to whisper to each other in the salon, you know?
Yeah.
It's a
that's
very
the beauty of
special
sweet
thing.
life.
There
Nothing
you
gets
go.
whispered.
There you go.
You know, that's a good point, because I mean, there's many clients that I see more than family.
Yeah.
You know, and I know way more than even like I know about my siblings and stuff. you
Yeah.
know? And it's kind of nice. It's nice, but it only becomes nice when there's sadness shared. I don't know if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like it's like, oh, we're at this level.
Yep.
I kind of, I mean, not that I like that necessarily, but I respect what we do. A couple years ago, I think we talked about this earlier too, is like I had this profound moment probably about 10 years ago where I forgot that our clients wanted to feel beautiful.
Oh,
Right? Like I forgot that for about a decade. You know, at that point it was just about slapping color or putting in a set or something like that.
and when you say that, what are those things that make her feel beautiful when you say that? Because if you didn't think it was slapping on color, what was it specifically that made you?
I think my focus
what I
was
mean?
wrong. I think my focus was way more about me and what I was doing about behind the chair, and I lost the focus that there was somebody sitting in the chair. You know, like a person, like a real person who, you know, they come to you to feel beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, and I also think and I actually saw it, so I know that it's a thing, is that when they feel beautiful, they tell their friends that they feel beautiful.
Mhm.
When you're slapping color in their hair, they're not telling your friends that you're slapping color in their hair. You know,
Right.
so it shifted not only my book, but shifted who sat in my chair as well.
It's just like a process or something.
Were
Yeah.
you like, was that linked at all to being in a salon versus going into a suite?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Because for me,
No, well, I think going into the suite doubled down on that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Jason's not putting anybody in my chair anymore. You know,
There you go.
like Corey's got to put people in my chair now.
Yeah.
You know, so there was that. And it's one of those things that you'll never experience until you experience it.
Yeah.
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 All right. So you guys were in LA
Yes.
and not in Palm Springs is a desert.
Yes, it is.
It's a desert.
Oh, your hat goes good with the desert. Man.
It does.
does.
It's the Agua Caliente tribe.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
it really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
I think they're
is.
the richest tribe in the country.
Yes.
Well, are they the same
Oh,
ones that own like?
okay.
Not Pacheco.
Incredible people.
Is it
I'm
the
lost.
Bronco?
I have no
I
idea
don't
what you
know
guys are
Bronco,
talking
but they got,
about.
like,
They own Agua
the-
Caliente is the name.
Oh,
of
that's
it.
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so the Agua Caliente is the indigenous tribe that lives in Palm Springs in the valley, and they've actually done a really interesting collab with the city of Palm Springs because half of Palm Springs is on native land,
Oh.
and so they've figured out how to coexist in this way that's, I think, an example to other communities around the country about how to like make shit work.
Yeah, Palm Springs is a special place.
It's a really
very
I
special
special
I
place.
never liked it until my ex-girlfriend back in the day. She always wanted a holiday there, and like we would get an Airbnb. You get we would bring our dogs.
You can just go to Ted's house now.
Oh no, yeah. Well, I got to bring the ex-girlfriend then. So that's a whole nother thing. So
Was she in baggy pants?
I saw her walk in,
It's actually
covered on
closing
hair.
optional.
Yeah.
Corey, it's closing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just started to fall in
Hey,
love with it.
Mickey.
She
Yeah.
made me fall in love with
It's
it.
fabulous.
Yeah, now
The
I
people,
love it.
it's so great.
And it's got an energy that's
Yes.
to me, the energy is the same energy that's in New York City,
Yes.
Really?
like vibration of the place.
Hmm.
Not
Yeah.
not the people,
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
work,
yeah.
not the whatever, but like there's an
I thought it was
energy
just filled
there.
with bodegas.
Palm Springs.
I miss that. I miss them, though.
I miss the bodegas for
I
sure,
miss the bodega.
but it's magical there.
It is magical.
Yeah,
It really is.
And you know, I have to say that we've been there for almost 3 years from LA full time, and I have had the most inspiration, the most vitality.
Do you think it's from the
It's
energy of the desert?
definitely
Yes.
from the desert.
Wow.
Definitely.
So
And
which leads
realizations.
to your next
Yes.
adventures that you have now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. About a decade ago, my mom was diagnosed with dementia.
Mm.
And in our quest of taking care of her and thinking about our own well-being, we kind of looked, what can we do for brain health and brain focus? And we discovered lion's mane mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
And lion's mane mushroom, yes, all of those things, but it also helps to build neural pathways in the brain, which is essential for us in the beauty business because our creativity is so important. So as we did this deep dive, we started taking lion's mane mushroom, and Jason was like, "Do you feel that?" I'm like, "Jason, yes, I feel that." He's like, "I feel this." I'm like, "You do feel that?" He goes, "Yeah." So after a while of taking it, we said,
What did you feel? Like, what was the process
just
of
the
taking it?
clarity, right?
yeah. It's like I always say that it's subtly profound.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a different attention, focus.
Like a shamanic experience?
Yeah,
You get this like light feeling.
I mean, not like in a psychedelic way.
Right.
Oh, is that
Oh,
ayahuasca?
okay. Damn right. Yeah.
because they are function, but they still are mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason why they're so powerful is because they come from mycelium, which is
The
the
largest
largest living
living
organism in the world.
Wait, can
Right.
you say
What
that
is it? Can we
together
say that again? The largest living organism in the world.
The world.
And the heaviest.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
if you don't know what mycelium is, if you watch Avatar, that's fucking mycelium.
Yes.
You guys.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
I love mush. Like I said, I was excited to talk about this because I
Yes.
want to hear about this is because I love the power of the mushroom.
Well, I'm over here tripping balls, so let's keep going.
Your balls are tripping?
Yeah. They grow mushrooms.
Oh,
What?
oh, is that them?
That is it.
Yeah, there it is. She's gonna dance.
That's cool. So yeah, I see a lot of stuff about lion's mane, but you're saying it's palatable.
It is.
Yeah. So we started looking around and realized that there was nothing in our world really that was for
When you say our world, is that the universal world or the hair world?
The hair,
the hair world.
Uh-huh.
the beauty professionals,
The BPs.
the BPs.
And so we started exploring a little bit about doing a supplement because we knew we wanted to launch this brand, Ted Gibson Beauty Wellness Science, and we knew that our fans and followers would expect a styling product or a shampoo or conditioner or whatever. And we wanted to make sure that everyone knows that this is a really important part of our life now.
Yeah.
That external beauty, of course, is inspiring and fun to look at, and beauty.
Yeah.
and surface level.
But it's also surface,
Yeah.
and so like we're looking at our wellness from the inside out.
Yeah.
And we want our community to be aware of that as well, because that's longevity.
Yeah.
And so we met with a bunch of different scientists. We landed with one in Oregon who's been studying fungi and algae for 30 years.
Wow.
And that's how we came up with the chaga, reishi, lion's mane, tremella, and blue-green algae combination.
Are we dropping acid?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So chaga is for immunity. Reishi is immortality.
Oh, it's like a
Lion's
tea.
mane, it's a powder that you can mix into anything. So it's a coconut milk powder base
No way.
with a hint of vanilla and a hint of coffee, and then the mushrooms and algae. And you can put it in anything. We're the only one.
And it dissolves well?
It dissolves. I mean, it's
better in a hot beverage than it is a cold beverage.
Yeah, the mushrooms don't dissolve. They're not soluble like the coconut powder and stuff like that. So if you just put it in a glass of water, they're going to sink to the bottom.
You're going to get floaters.
But it's a fun. You're going to get floaters. But I put it in smoothies. I put it in yogurt. I put it on cottage cheese.
Oh, yogurt's
peanut butter
great. Yeah.
toast.
Smooth.
I put it in protein
Coffee.
drinks.
And you know there are a lot
I
of
bake
coffees.
with it. Put it in cookies, banana bread.
And there are a lot of coffees, mushroom coffees on the market. This is not a mushroom coffee.
Yeah.
This is more like a superfood.
Yeah.
So you can put it in anything.
Everything.
Everything.
She's a super freak.
Yes, she
Super
is.
freak.
Yeah.
She's super freaky. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I miss Rick James.
Yeah.
It's really good. Me too.
Yeah. I'm so
that's
And
awesome.
then Tina Marie, I do. Yeah, it's really incredible, actually. And, as we discovered that, we know that what it helps to do is, of course, the tremella is the beauty mushroom that's really great for the skin and for the scalp. So
Tremella actually has 100 times more efficacy at helping the skin and scalp retain moisture than hyaluronic acid.
Stop.
Wow.
So I can rub this on my face too?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're writing a book right now, so that's going to be some of the DIYs that you're going to find in the book.
Rub it on your face.
We're writing a
That's
book.
the title of the name book.
But I don't know that I recommend rubbing it on your booty hole. Because
Your jeans ain't baggy enough. Hey, so what do you guys have going on? Is it May 2nd or 3rd?
Yeah, we have Convergence, which is our first.
I love that name, first off.
You
Yes.
do? Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know how we came up with it.
You know
You
what?
converged to
We converged.
Yeah.
And then Converge didn't work. And because it didn't have the same kind of
Didn't have the ints.
didn't
Yeah.
have the thing to
We
it.
needed the ints.
We needed
Yeah.
the ints.
Yeah.
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 Converge.
So it's a beauty wellness science summit, and we've done something kind of untraditional. We're involving consumers for part of it. So day one is consumer and professional, and we have the professionals with Steve Gomez doing
Love stuff.
me too. Some business coaching, how to be better, smarter, faster, stronger behind
Love
the
it.
chair or as salon owners. And while that's happening, we have some DIY demos from our sponsors doing how to take care of your skin at home, how to take care of your scalp, how to give yourself a pedicure, beauty from the inside out.
Absolutely. Firm believer of it. So
you know?
absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we, in the afternoon that day, have a couple of great panel discussions. The first one is Guts, Brains, and Beauty, and it's all about beauty from the inside out with amazing experts.
And is the guts like truly about like gut health and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then the afternoon is Stars, Shrooms, and Psychedelics.
Oh,
So we have an
coming
astrologer.
for the afternoon.
And,
Mhm.
yeah.
that sounds cool.
Isn't
And,
that cool?
yeah, just a whole bunch of different experts to do these panel discussions. Then we're going to have a cocktail reception and a fashion show and an after party. And the next day is all professional education all day long.
But part of the reason why you guys, to really think about our business as beauty professionals in the beauty business, there hasn't been we have to recognize that the consumer and the professional is blurred. That there is no
That
line
line.
anymore. And when I say
Thank you, Jeff Probst. Jeff. Oh, what's his name? Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Right. He got
Yeah,
like right.
for sure,
You know.
for sure, and because there is no line anymore, and we have to be really smart about our business as professionals, what that really means. And by having them in the room is only a benefit because they're the ones driving it all.
Yeah.
If we think that we're the ones that are driving what's happening in beauty, you're totally mistaken.
Our
It's the
consumers have
consumer.
never been more ingredient savvy,
Oh, absolutely.
sourcing savvy.
Yes.
Like they're
If you
coming
think about
in-
it, like Aveda was about 30 years before
Way.
they should have been.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Right. Like now, well, I mean, that could have led up to this.
Yeah.
Yep.
But also, like,
For sure.
now would be the time. Right?
Yep.
And speaking of Aveda, when's the last time do you think Aveda has been at a hair show in Chicago?
Probably
A
100
long
years.
time. Yeah.
So they're
They're here now.
Yeah.
right.
I just
exactly.
visited them.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying is that we have to know that there are things that are shifting within the industry. AI. Like
Yeah.
people are afraid of AI. You can't be afraid of AI. It's not going away. What we have to do is adapt to it and use it as a tool rather than be afraid of it. It's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just how
Yeah.
it is. And with Convergence, that's what we're doing. We're bringing all of these things together that are really magical and the future of our business.
I was gonna say Convergence sounds like some futuristic sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
Where I'm like getting this visual of like this woman, like this beam of light. Like
Yeah.
you know, like that's what's in my head when I think of that.
I love
you.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
you,
good.
Gino. Thank you. Yeah, it's time for that. I think this is great. I think that having a place where like-minded people can come and be and learn and educate, but we have to offer something else also.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I feel like a lot of pop-ups around the country are happening where these boutique education environments, because people want to be able to be together
And have like a community.
and have a
you know?
community.
Yeah.
We're actually doing stuff with the whole community of Palm Springs where Blue Zones is one of our sponsors
Oh,
for
yeah.
Convergence.
Yeah.
And so they're going to do, what's it called?
Purposeful workshop.
A purpose workshop.
Yep.
So we're looking to break a record and have as many people attend as possible to do this purpose. It's a 2-hour workshop led by Blue Zone Groups, or Blue Zone Project.
Can you tell what Blue Zone is? Because what?
Yeah, if you don't know what Blue Zones are. So there's this guy whose name I never remember who discovered that
Oh,
there's,
that guy.
Yeah, that one guy.
Yeah.
That
dude.
there's like these regions around the world. I think there's 6 or 7 where people,
Okinawa.
live to
Yes,
over
yes.
100 years old.
Oh, yeah. The
Loma
Santeria.
Linda. Loma Linda's
Yeah.
part.
Oh,
Yeah.
Loma Linda's one.
Yes.
Where's Loma Linda?
California, not too far from where Palm
Yep.
Springs
Yeah.
is.
And so they've sort of figured out what the commonalities are between all of these different places around the world. And it has to do with, diet, lifestyle, exercise,
Community.
but community is a really, really big part of it. And it's interesting when we think about people aging in this culture in the United States of America, where people, as they age, they get more and more isolated. And longevity is shown when that's the exact opposite, like
Yeah.
when we
need
have
to
community.
pull together more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm from Hawaii, and Hawaii has a really big, profound, older community, but there's like literally about 150 people every morning growing up that were doing Tai Chi together, like
Yeah.
in the park, not knowing they just all came to the park, and these
Come together.
people are like
Right,
90
right,
plus
yeah.
years old doing Tai Chi, but you said community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I believe that.
And so that's
But-
another
but-
part of
but-
Convergence is we want, it's a small boutique experience, that's intimate, and people will build relationships and have a great time and learn some stuff. And so exciting.
That's cool.
That's
So
exciting.
how can people find tickets? How can they find out about it?
TedGibson.com.
Imagine that.
TedGibson.com. Yep.
Where it's not found is fame.
Because that's the
That's the stupidest fucking name I've ever heard. We're going with TedGibson.com.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You guys are the best.
You're the best.
Thank you so much for sitting
Thank
down
you
with
so
this. Thanks for
much.
making
Yeah.
What a
making
delight.
time
Yeah,
for
thank
us.
you guys.
Yeah.
And also big shout out to Tara.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tara took care of us all and got us all together and
She's great.
stuff. She's brilliant.
She's really great.
She's on
That's-
fire.
And she's hot.
Fire.
She's really
Is she?
hot. Yeah.
Send
Gorgeous.
pictures.
I will.
Yeah. Some photos.
Send pictures. That
She's going to listen to this and she's going to be like, fuck those guys.
I know.
Your pants aren't baggy enough.
Always.
Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. Well, this is a dumb question. Where can people find you?
At Ted Gibson on everything.
At Jason Backe on everything.
On LinkedIn, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
TikTok?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, everything.
By the way-
we took down the OnlyFans after COVID was over.
Right?
you want to see the mask?
Oh, is that where
It's only my
that's where my
feed.
subscription went?
It's only my feed.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Again, thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you.
That was
Yeah,
so
much.
glorious.
Yeah,
And
fun.
I was
So
looking
much fun.
forward to it.
Had a
And it
good
was
time.
Yeah.
100 times better than I could even have imagined.
Yeah.
You know?
This was
You
amazing.
started that with the dick joke.
Totally.
Whoa, wait a second.
Dickalicious.
None of that was recorded, Ted. Now you throw me under the
Dick,
couch.
dick, dick.
You guys are awesome.
Richard.
Whatever. All right, Mr. Ted and Mr.
Thanks,
Jason, thank
guys.
you,
Thank you.
very, very much for joining us on your day off.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
Right.
That was
God,
good.
that was so much fun.
So